Okay, hi, mabuhay. Welcome back to the adventures of Mr. Jabels, and as always, I am Victoria. So for today is another review of something that TikTok made me buy. And I'm going to give you my full review on the Dr. Jart Cicapair Recover CC Cream. This is it. I'm not wearing any makeup, just my skincare. If you want to see how it performs and what are my thoughts, stay tuned, keep on watching, and let's get started! Why do I always like to clap? Okay, so I already have my skincare on and I'm trying to use as much natural light as I could. But then I realized like it's kind of dark. So never mind, Victoria, stop talking. Let's go on through the application and then I will tell you some things about the Dr. Jart Cica cream. And as always, let's start with misting my face. I do this every time after my skincare. I would get a facial mist and spray it on my face. Take the blender, whatever blender you have, and then just tap. Because nowadays I don't get to wear like foundation, so I'm more of a tinted sunscreen and also let's talk about the Dr. Jart. It does come like this. I forgot how much I purchased it for. I forgot the price, but when you open it up, it's green. So it does say that it would turn to green to beige, and since I'm not using any sunscreen, it does come with a spatula, so I would take like almost like this, like full teaspoon or sometimes more, and with this I'll use my finger and just put on the places that I would usually put my sunscreen. So this it does have, what, Victoria, you can't even talk properly now. Oh my goodness, get yourself together. So it does have an SPF of 30, which is good, and PA+++, which is also good. So, and I've been using this for almost a week, and so I do have like my thoughts about it, because I do it's not that cheap. It's like $50, so I usually would use my fingers and spread it around. And if you can see, it does have this thick texture that personally I don't like, because for my other tone up sunscreen, it's more like liquidy, and it gives me like it would help like spread easily, that I would not feel my skin tugging. Now I can feel like I'm tugging my skin, which I don't like. Don't forget the back of your neck. And as you can see, it still looks green and white at the same time. So what I would usually do is like give it a minute or a few minutes to actually settle. It looks so like, why? Then I'll take my sponge and just tap it in so that it would help like subside, and then make sure that I spread it a little bit. It did say that you can straight away use your sponge to apply this, but personally when I'm using like sunscreen and my tone up things, I like to use my hands, because then I would know that I've covered enough and I would not be wasting like any products Because if you can see, if you do use a sponge, of course you're going to take out some of that sunscreen. And so this is how it looks like. I think I've removed some of the sunscreen, but it did give you this nice, like, even skin tone. I think it was better than how I started. It does say it has skin protecting cream that covers redness, blemishes, and imperfections, soothe and strengthen sensitive skin. It has whitening and anti-wrinkle plus UV protection. And it does say that it has Centella asiatica recovers to help recover skin's health, mineral complex that calms sensitive skin and moisturize it at the same time. And it has herb complex that helps refine skin texture and revitalize skin. So after that, this is how it looks like. Let me finish with my makeup. I'll put concealer, do my eyebrows, and I'll be back to give you my final thoughts. And I'm back. So this is the final look, how the final look looks like. And now I'm going to give you my final thoughts on the Dr. Jart Cicapair Recover CC Cream. This is my personal opinion because I've been using a lot of tone up sunscreen for this past year. So I guess I already know what I personally look for when it comes to my sunscreen. Yes, this has a 30 PA+++ SPF, which is actually good enough for your daily sunscreen needs. But my problem is the texture is kind of thick for me, and I do find it like difficult to spread it around my face because I feel that I'm tugging my face more often than not. And even if I use a sponge, I feel when I use the sponge, it takes out some of the products and the sponge would be like, the product would be there. So I do like the idea that it's color correcting because it does help with my redness and it does soothe. I don't even know whether it strengthens or like any anti-wrinkling effect because I've only been using it for a week, which I guess is good enough for me to form my opinion about it. I do like the idea that it has Centella asiatica, which is actually a good ingredient, and so on and so forth. But will I buy this again? I think in Sephora it's like $75. I'll put the price, and it is like 58 ml versus my Skin Aqua, which I love, and it's also a tone up, which I love better. Is I think I can buy it like for $30. So I'll put the price. They also sell this in YesStyle. I'll also put the link, which I think is a little bit cheaper than Sephora, but I would definitely say that it's overhyped, especially I think for people who's not used to using tone up sunscreen. They would find it like revolutionary, or they would like, oh, I love this so much. But if you've been using other tone up sunscreen, you do know that it's not something new. It's been in the market for quite some time, and TikTok, being TikTok, has blown this like out of proportion. A lot of people was like, oh my god, this is like so. I should have known when I saw it because I already know like, oh, it's like a tone up CC cream, like it's a tone up thing. So yeah, I do like it because it does wear nicely. I would be inserting pictures so you would actually see. I usually don't how do you say it, I don't blot my face as much as I want to because I'm just lazy. I would just be an oily mess at the end of the day. But having said that, it does wear nicely, and if you see, I'm wearing powder, blush on, blush, bronzer, and blush on, and it does look good. I have to give you that. But I also get the same results with my other tone up sunscreen. But if you really want to try this, based on the ingredients, I think it's good. So if you have like 70 Sing dollars to spare or even 50 Sing dollars to spare, go ahead and try it. But for me, I would definitely not repurchase this because there's other, like, I feel like better tone up UV essence or CC cream out there. And yeah, that's it. So if you like this type of videos wherein I give you my thoughts about certain products like skincare, makeups, lipsticks, and all, maybe makeup, not maybe makeup, because nowadays I'm not into makeup anymore because we're wearing masks. It's just quite difficult to wear masks under makeup because remember, it might clog your pores. But yeah, just let me know in the comment section below and what other types of videos you actually want me to film. So if you like this type of videos, please give this video a big thumbs up and maybe consider subscribing to my channel, and don't forget to hit that notification bell so you'll be notified whenever I upload videos at least once a week. So till my next adventure, please remember to be courageous, kind, and a blessing to everyone you meet. Bye!